What is up today, guys? Today is Friday, March 13th. And let me tell you today, we had a banger trade today. Absolutely printed. We had three, I'd say B plus to A minus mech model setups today. Absolute print day, banger Friday. And I'm not trying to be that troll on Instagram, but seriously, if you missed a trade today and you trade my model, the PB model, you need to lock in, bro, because these were just three absolute banger trades today coming in the day. Absolute killer trades. But first, let me show my P&L because as you already know, we print real. Like I'm real. I keep it honest. $2,899.30, $2,900 today. Stop playing with me. Let's get it right into it. So coming in today, coming into market open, I had a bullish bias just for pretty simple reasons, right? So we came into market, and obviously, if you were to just go off of time frame market structure, we were bearish. However, I had a market structure shift right here, leading me for one. Okay, we're looking bullish. Number two, we had an unfilled 1 hour fair value gap. We had this internal low that was also just a resting swing high, and then all of this low resistance liquidity, leading me to believe, especially because pre-market we tapped this. There was another 4 hour. I believe we tapped overnight. Yes, right here. Wait, yesterday. We tapped this yesterday and we respected it a few times. No disrespect. And I felt like personally, just heading into the day, that we were going to have a lot of retracement back up to the buy side. And that's really what I was hoping to see. So I wanted to see this, like one of these fair value gaps, all this stuff just get tapped into, and then really just kind of lead us into our trade for the day. But as you can see, right, is we came off market open and we opened a little high. We had a bit of consolidation, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. So we opened, and then boom, we finally get our tap in. So personally, I'm sitting here. I'm like, all right, banger. This is A plus right here. I had bullish bias on the day. I'm like, boom, I want to see candle closure here. And we immediately have candle closure. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was having a bit of struggle this morning with some personal issues, so I wasn't 100% intuitive at the beginning of the trading day. But I faded this trade just for simple fact of that. So as you can see, we close over this candle. This is mech model. This is mech right here, right? Beautiful setup. The only reason this would not be beautiful, is because we had left this 1 hour fair value gap, and we also left it on ES. We did not tap this 1 hour fair value gap on ES. When I was coming back and looking back into the charts more, Zach had told me that he had entered this trade, and I'll be honest, this is mech. I had nothing wrong with this trade. It's a beautiful trade. However, I personally wasn't going to take this, especially being late into it. I was about a candle up or two candles up, just because of the fact that I didn't want to see any retracement, and I wasn't really willing to, like, my risk to reward just wouldn't have been worth it, to be honest. So I faded this trade, but this is a good trade. Besides the fact that you do have this inside of discount, you have a 1 hour for value gap. It's very close. You're going to be calling it very close with a trade like this. So I faded it being late. Zach Klein took this trade. Let's see how Zach Klein played out. Right. So obviously, if you saw the market today, it just freaking filled, dude. Like, that was absolutely beautiful. I'm looking at this trade and I'm going, you know what? I want to see a 5-minute retracement, right? I want to see this thing retrace on the 5-minute chart. And I want to see my continuation model. Boom, we create a 5-minute fair value gap. So if we go to our 5-minute chart, we'd already tapped into it, right? So I'm looking for a continuation model here. We do have a possibility right here with a continuation on this fair value gap, which really is two fair value gaps. But we did have an inverse opportunity for a continuation model. Now, let me explain exactly why I didn't take this, right? So if we just play through this trade, boom, we do take this. However, if you look at the time, it is 11, or at the time, it is 9:55. We have 5 minutes till news. I wasn't very convicted that this trade was going to hit super hard. I understand it is yes continuation model, and we are targeting a lot higher things here, but I honestly, I just wasn't too convicted. I wasn't certain, and honestly, that's what matters the most is just having conviction and having certainty in your trade. So I faded this trade. This is two trades I had faded officially, and if you watch, luckily I had, because as we just keep going here, we completely just disapprove of this, right? So we are getting dangerously close to inversing this 5-minute fair value gap. So I understand I already had a bullish bias on the day. However, I was in the middle of my trade and I was thinking to myself, what am I thinking, right? To not take a short today, especially after I have this swing low that was left at the bottom here. Okay. We retraced, we tapped into another key level at the top. So this is perfect. This would be another mech model setup for a short. Initially tap this 1 hour for value gap, get that out of the way. That doesn't matter anymore, right? However, we did leave this swing low and we left this on ES too. We also had this 1 hour fair value gap left open on ES, which is a strong indicator that this is going to be a big liquidity pool. This is going to be a big liquidity pull. So I really want to see this get traced and possibly lead down to this 1 hour fair value gap, because you do still have to remember, we do still have that 4 hour fair value gap that's resting just a little bit lower than where we were in the day, right? So at this point in time, I really just kind of wanted to see and wait out and see if short bias was going to be what we're looking for. And if we inverse this 5-minute fair value gap. So we let it play out. And we wound up not inversing this 5-minute fair value gap on that candle. However, if you watch here, we do inverse it on the next candle, in which you will see is where I took my trade. I did take this short on this 5-minute because the fact that we had such great displacement on the 5-minute chart. And I saw this trade and I was convicted. I really was. I was like, okay, this is a beautiful trade. I thought this was going to be a great trade. So, yeah, I was pretty convicted here, to be quite honest. So leading up to this, let me explain one of two things. Okay. My break even point in this trade was either A, right here, where I have this set at. This is my break even point, this swing low, or B, when ESR hits this 1 hour fair value gap, because I don't want to be in on an SMT and still have a possibility for a complete reversal. I don't want to see 10 a.m. rejection off an SMT and be in on reversal. I don't want to get manipulated, obviously. So had ES taken this 1 hour fair value gap, I'm moving my stop loss to break even, which is what happened at one point in this trade. So I'm going to continue to let this play out here. And you can watch, we go in and boom, I get stopped out. So I did have displacement. We went down here. And at this point in time, I believe it was this candle right here. ES took this 1 hour. So I moved my stop loss to break even. And as you see, I broke even on this trade. Honestly, at this point in time, I was getting ready to get off the charts until I switched my happy butt over to the 15-minute time frame. And I realized, hey, if I just wait this out a little bit longer, because let's see what time it was at this point in time. Yeah, if I just wait this out just a little bit longer, okay, we might have a 15-minute fair value gap. And if we have a 15-minute fair value gap that gets respected and in a continuation short, I'm taking that all day. Of course I'm taking that. What am I thinking? That is a plus. That is a freaking plus like continuation model. I'd be stupid if I didn't take this trade. So, of course, what do I tell you guys? I don't joke when I tell you I know what I'm talking about. We have formed a 15-minute fair value gap. So within the next candle, we retrace this 15-minute fair value gap. Beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. That's exactly what I want to see in my mech model. I want to see a retracement out of a 5 or a 15 for continuation. So here, let's go here and let's mark out this fair value gap. So as you see, we're very close to tapping it here. And we absolutely tap it here. I'm absolutely waiting for the highest time frame in the leg. I am absolutely waiting. In this case, it did wind up being the 2-minute fair value gap that I wait for. Boom, we form a 2-minute inversion, bang. So you're asking me, why am I not in on this trade down here? Well, Jonesy Trades had this set up. And what is this RR? What is this RR? 168 ticks, get out of my face. Actually get out of my face. So I had set this back to just about the bottom of the 2-minute, I think somewhere in there. I set a limit order. I was like, you know what? Maybe we might have, because this is such displacement, let's see if we have a limit order. And guess what? We went up, and on this, I got filled on my limit order. And just like that, it's easy enough. Mech model, A+, market dumps. Jonesy Trades wins again. And Jonesy Trades haters continue to sit in the back and tell me he doesn't know what he's talking about. Start back testing. Seriously, this was just a banger freaking trade, dude. Absolute banger. And as you'll see here, I hit those right there. Boom. Limit order got filled. We got filled down here. Okay. Once again, I'll show you the P&L, boys. Absolute banger trade for you, boys. Look at this. Look at this shit, boys. I can't make it up. 6 minutes, 6 freaking minutes, and I made 3K. Okay. And I don't, I have no more evals. So I'm trading straight funded. It's like, I don't have crazy accounts. Okay. This is a $500 trade for every account. Like, guys, seriously, 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 tighten up, boys. This was a great day. I really want to hear about you guys hitting today, please, because I know we all printed off this day. Like I said, we had 3 good setups. I'm just saying, guys, trade my setup, boys. Trade the model. It works almost every day. Almost every day I have a setup, dude. And now sometimes I fade days because it's just, either A, I'm not mentally there for the trade, or B, it's just absolute freaking Narnia witchcraft, and I'm not too convicted on it. But boys, please actually trade the day. Trade the model, guys. I'm telling you, we're giving you money. I'm giving you money. Seriously, this is too easy of stuff to not be trading. So, with all that being said, boys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's trade recap. Seriously, go follow the IG and check out all of my every day I trade or I don't trade. I always post something in the market Monday through Friday, letting you guys know what I see, what I don't see, what I got, what I didn't get, if I did trade, if I lost, whatever. Check out the IG at JamesJonesR_. With all that being said, boys, I'm going to see you guys in the next trade recap. Seriously, this time though, real quick announcement. Seriously, this time I am grinding out this Miami vlog, boys. I don't have an editor. I suck at editing. I'm learning new stuff every day, boys. So I'm trying to grind out this Miami vlog for us. I'm trying to make it a banger. I'm trying to get these cute little edits in there. So trying to make it a banger for you boys. We filmed a lot less content than I thought we did. So I'm really trying to stretch out what we did. We really only filmed like one night. So, and we were there for a week. So I'm trying to bang it out for you boys. But like I said, I know we all printed off this today. This was a banger. This was a banger. Come on, boys. Made 3K and went and hit arms. Stop playing with me. You guys need to lock in. And if you already locked in, let me know about your trade in the comments. I want to hear it, boys. Stop playing with me. Stop messing with it. Show me your comments. I want to hear about it. With all that being said, boys, I love you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next trade recap.